Welcome to Amsterdam, a market town just outside of London. Now I'm going to be driving this BMW i3 from here, Amsterdam, all the way to Amsterdam to see what an electric vehicle is like to drive over a longer distance, but more importantly, to compare the charging infrastructure here in the UK to that in mainland Europe. In terms of the charging points in Amsterdam, the BMW sat-nav confirms there's only this one, and it's the slowest type you can get, a normal 13 amp socket. So we only had time to top up the i3 cells slightly before leaving on our 340-mile journey. Okay then, so we've got just over half a battery full and it says I've got 29 miles of range. Now I'm heading to a fast charger on the M25, but that's 32 miles away, so that's not enough battery. But if I put the car into Eco Pro mode, it will limit my top speed to 56 miles an hour, and now it says I've got 37 miles of range, so I should just make it. And we did just make it, rolling up to the DC fast charging point at Cobham Services with just 1 mile of range left. These DC chargers will be key to making it to Amsterdam on electric power in just one day, as they can charge the i3's batteries to 80% full in around 30 minutes. Right then, the battery is pretty much completely full. I've got 54 miles of range left and we've got 48 miles to go to our next charging location. So I've set the active cruise control to 70 miles an hour so I don't go over the limit, and it'll keep me a safe distance from the car in front, so I don't really have to do anything besides sit here and hope for the best. We reached our second fast charge point at Maidstone Services on the M20 with little drama, charged up and headed for France. Well, we're on the Eurotunnel and I've got 59 miles worth of range left in the car's battery, but the next fast DC charging point isn't until Belgium, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit interesting. Indeed it was, because just moments after crossing the border from France into Belgium, a warning light flashed up. Well, it looks like the battery is just about to run out of power, and normally in an electric car I would be very worried because I'm miles from a charging point. But not so with this i3 because it's the range extender version. Now in the boot there's a little petrol generator and it's kicked in and it's providing electricity to drive the electric motor, and from a full tank of petrol I should just about be able to get to this charging point somewhere near Ghent in Belgium. We rolled up to the charging point, once again a fast DC charger, but for some reason it didn't accept either our Charge Now nor the Charge Your Car charging card, both of which were supposed to work across Europe. Well, that's annoying. We decided to head to the next DC charging point using the range extender to get there, but then something happened. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a problem. The car has flashed up that there's a drivetrain issue. Apparently we can carry on going, but yeah, it's a bit concerning. Fortunately, our next DC charging point was at a supermarket nearby. Well, it was supposed to be. I can't find the charging point anywhere around here, and I've been into Carrefour and they say there's not one here, although on this map it says there is one, so yeah, I'm confused. I'm putting in points of interest into the car's sat-nav and it's coming back with, well, it can't find any points of interest, so I'm confused. I'm just going to fill up with petrol again, although I'm a bit concerned about running on the range extender because it says there's a problem with the drivetrain. I just wish I was in a normal diesel car, to tell you the truth. Even using the petrol station in Belgium proved difficult, as the automated machine didn't seem to like my British credit card. English. For a new channel, please insert your card. Yes! Running the i3 on petrol power seemed like a cop-out, so we left the motorway to seek out some electricity. I saw the sat-nav show there was a charging point nearby, and handily this Toyota garage has a little hole in the fence so you can connect your car to their charge outlet. Oh. Well, I could if I had the right connection. Yeah. This is not compatible with that system because that's the Japanese system with 5-pin and this is the German system with 7-pin.
So we decided to stick to petrol until we reached our next pre-planned stop, which was across the border in Holland.
So I found the fast charger, it's got the DC connection on it. Yes! No! The car doesn't work! I hope this other one does. Please, please, please work, please work. This is supposed to work. The new motion! It says the new motion. This card is supposed to work here. Well, that was a bit of a comedy of errors. What happened was I managed to get onto the people who run this machine. They started it remotely and it charged my car, got it, I don't know, probably about 2/3 full, and then it just stopped. So I called them back up and apparently this machine is now broken. So that's probably why my car wasn't working. However, we've got enough range with the battery and the range extender to just about get all the way to Amsterdam. So, right, let's just do it. Yeah, this is summing up the day, really. Better unlock it. Well, we finally arrived in Amsterdam. And, well, there's absolutely loads of charging places. Now, they're not the DC fast chargers, but that doesn't matter so much because I'm going to be parking up, leaving the car overnight, and it can just charge fully.
Thing is, while Amsterdam may have over 1,000 charging points compared to Amersham's 1, it also has the second highest density of electric cars in Europe, and so finding a vacant point was quite difficult.
I hope that in this car park there is going to be a charging point. I think there's a charging point. We are in luck. Nothing. So I don't know if this card's broken, whether it just doesn't work properly over here, whether there's some kind of issue with the system, I don't know. All I know is that this journey so far has taken twice as long as if I'd just driven in a normal car. It's taken 14 hours, would have taken 7. I'm shattered, I'm just going to go to bed. I've had enough, really.
The next day I called the people from Charge Your Car, and they told me their card hadn't been authorised for use in Europe, even though I had specifically asked for it to be. So that was one fault sorted. Next was to investigate another one.
I've taken the car to BMW Amsterdam, and apparently there's a problem with the range extender, and it might just stop being able to charge the battery at any point. And that's really annoying because I was planning on driving the car all the way home using the range extender after all the palaver with trying to charge the thing yesterday, but I don't know whether I'm going to make it now.
Thankfully, the car did make it back to England okay. And while I had to keep stopping to fill the i3's 9-litre fuel tank, the journey didn't take much longer than 7 hours, and so it wasn't really any more stressful than in a normal petrol or diesel car. Plus, the i3 just feels so much more special to drive. And anyway, I worked out that by burning petrol to produce electricity, the i3 actually averaged a pretty impressive 40 miles per gallon. So what is the moral of this story? Well, trying to run on electric power alone for longer distances is a pain, even in more electrified countries such as Holland. And that's why the BMW i3 range extender is the best electric car in the world. Because you can also run it on petrol. Click on the video windows for a track battle between an i3 and a Suzuki Swift Sport, or for our road trip in a BMW M4. Click on the play icon to watch our latest video and on our logo to subscribe.